PHNX Sun Devils post-game show. We're meeting on Mill tonight because the Sun Devils absolutely dismantle the Oregon Ducks. Are you kidding me?
Duck hunting, baby.
81-57, the final score. Arizona State gets its way with Oregon for the second time in as many games. They sweep the Ducks, this time in Tempe, behind performances by Jalen Graham, Marreon Jackson, DJ Horn. So many people contributed in this game tonight. It was honestly one of the best performances I've seen by not just this team, but an ASU basketball team in a while.
This was the best ASU. Like I'm pretty sure I said this after the UCLA game, but this is the best ASU game I have watched, maybe ever.
Oh, I don't cheers water. It's bad luck.
I already drank my beer. I don't know how long was beer so long when you.
This is a freshie.
Oh, what? You didn't give me a freshie?
Oh, no, I don't value our friendship as much as you do.
Yes, please, intern. Kidding.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding.
Well, look, guys, we're on Mill right now for a reason. We're meeting on Mill for a reason, and it's because it's time to celebrate. Because not only, and look, I know it's the first thing people always want to say. I got this from some of my friends already. This team is only 9-15. Like, who really cares? This win didn't mean anything. Shawn, what have I been saying for the last month?
Doesn't matter.
The resume doesn't matter.
It don't matter, baby.
They're not getting an at-large bid. This is all stuff to build confidence ahead of Vegas and the Pac-12 tournament. And my God, if this doesn't build confidence, I don't know what type of win does.
Oh, yeah. No, this was literally everybody was firing on all cylinders. Like, this is literally the game that we have been talking about hypothetically all year. It's just at some point, everybody's going to put it together. And that's literally what happened. Everybody did their job today. And this is the product. This is what we've been trying to tell people. And is that ASU is better than the record. It's better than the score. Like the score.
It can be better than the record.
It can be. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Fair. But they played to their full potential tonight, and this is what you get when that happens. It was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I had so much fun watching this game. Not only because of an ASU win, but also contributions from so many different people, notably my favorite player on this ASU basketball team and the MAC player of the year, Marreon Jackson, who just came out on fucking fire to start this game. And we'll get to our player of the game later. And he's not the player of the game, but he very much could have been. He didn't score at all in the second half. But he finished with 16 points total. He went 6 for 6 to start the game and then finished 6 for 8, 4 of 6 from the three-point line, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Just kind of really doing it all out there. And it's not even the plays where he directly creates a bucket, either him scoring it himself or dishing it off or driving, whatever. It's the plays where he drives, draws the defense in, kicks to the corner, then Jay Heath swings it. Yeah. He just creates a better offense for this team, and when he's playing well, the entire team is playing well.
100%. There was like moments, and we've seen it before, like, but it usually was the exception when they looked like they were playing an actual offense. Mm-hmm. They had people rolling to the basket. They were getting good shots, and Marreon, especially in the first half, was the source of that. It's nice to be in a situation where Marreon or literally any player shows up for only a half, like on the score sheet at least, that you really only showed up for the first half, and it's still a happy ending.
Well, you know what really helped? He showed up for the first half. DJ Horn in the second half.
Yeah, exactly.
16 points for him as well. 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Shot 5 for 11 from the field. A lot to really be happy about in this game. And Joe in the chat brings up a really good point. Finally, on Saturday. It's the first game against the bottom half of the Pac-12 in almost a month on Saturday against Oregon State, which, if we're being honest, as ASU fans, is prime for a letdown. But I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen.
They're just clearly a better team than Oregon State.
I think the only thing I'm disappointed in tonight, and I just need to get it off my chest so we can be happy with the rest of the game, the fans, man. There weren't a lot of fans. And it's hard for me to do two things. It's hard for me to say you need to go to these games. The team deserves it, because I understand the skepticism and staying home because of what this team has done in the past. And I also don't want to be like why, like you have to go, but this team clearly deserves it on nights like this, and it would have been great to have a packed DFA for tonight. Unfortunately, it wasn't, but the crowd there was loud in spurts for sure. And why don't we just roll this clip now? This was when it was the loudest. 2 back-to-back dunks in the second half by Jalen Graham and then Kamani Lawrence. The place was jumping. I mean, this put them up 18, and then they got a stop on the other end, came down, drove, got to pump up the crowd. DJ Horn throws a beautiful lob to Kamani. They're up 20, timeout Oregon. I mean, this was when
it was electric.
It felt, a normal, sensible fan feels like it's over here. I did not. Even when they're up 21, they'll hit a 3, go up 18. I'm a little scared. But in terms of basketball, this was basically the dagger.
No, it was. I mentioned it. You don't see them do that ever.
Yeah.
You don't see people drive to the basket and yam. You never see alley-oops from this team.
Yep.
And it's like especially when we watched other teams, I feel like U of A did it to us a couple of times. And when you saw that happen, it's like, holy fuck, this is what it's like to watch real basketball.
Yeah.
ASU played real fucking basketball tonight, and it feels electric.
It feels good. And not only that dunk, or those dunks rather, the Jay Heath dunk right before they subbed in all of the walk-ons and the end of the bench. That man brought it far back.
Yeah,
I
thought he was going to go between the legs or something. That was awesome.
Yeah,
at those last few minutes of that game, it looked like Oregon just had completely given up, which I don't blame them, because this has got to be, holy fuck, is this got to be discouraging.
Yeah,
but ASU had turnovers on it felt like 10 straight possessions, which obviously wasn't, but it was. I was just talking about, I think it was Jay Heath when they overthrew the ball. He scooped it behind his back basically as it was about to go out of bounds, and Kamani dunked it. They were just playing legitimately exciting basketball, and it
feels
felt
damn good.
So euphoric.
And before we move on, I do want to mention, I love beating a team by 24, especially a team like Oregon by 24, because it leaves no room for people to question the outcome of this game. In the first game, ASU squeaked away in Eugene, but they did squeak away by big threes from DJ Horn and Jay Heath. But it was also in part of Will Richardson not doing much.
Yeah.
He didn't play well in that game. This game, he didn't play particularly well either in terms of his standards. He was 5 for 12 from the field, 12 points overall, but it doesn't matter. He could have hit every single shot. It would not have mattered.
Yeah, when you have four players on the other team scoring at least 16 points, you're not beating that team.
I want to know the last time an ASU basketball team did that.
Yeah, no, genuinely. You're not beating any Power 5 team. You're not beating any Division I basketball team in the country if you have 4 players scoring over 15 points.
Yeah.
You're not going to beat them. It doesn't matter what's happening on the other side of the ball.
Well, we're in a good mood, chat. I hope you're in a good mood. Let's get to ASU aftertaste. What I'm not going to say it as sus as Totri usually does, but what do you feel like this game tasted like? That's better. It's not a.
There's no great way to.
Well, you could just say what drink is this game, but that's not as fun.
That's a little clunky.
Yeah. Chat weigh in as well.
Tequila soda?
This was a fucking tequila soda.
That was a fucking with a bunch of limes in there. It was fucking delicious. This shit slapped.
Smack.
That shit went hard. That shit was crazy though. That shit was.
It wasn't well. I'll tell you that.
It was not well. As I once said, in the words of the late great Backpack from Dora, "Yum yum yum, muy delicioso." That shit was delicious. Just eat like Jameis Winston.
Oh, I understand what you're referencing, but those fingers went deep in your mouth, and I don't appreciate that. A watermelon sugar ASU brew at Blondie's.
Watermelon
sugar. We're not singing yet.
I had to. Well, I said watermelon sugar. How could I not think of the song?
Well, let's get to the numbers of this game overall. ASU obviously wins this game 81-57, But my God, that field goal percentage.
Yeah.
Holding an Oregon team that shoots okay from the 3-point line, but overall has a really solid field goal percentage, especially as of late, to 34% from the field, 19% from the 3-point line. ASU shooting over 50%, not only just over 50%, 57.4%, 45% from the three. Absolutely crushing the rebound numbers, plus 11 in that department, plus 10 in the assist department. Same in turnovers, but only 12. Didn't get into foul trouble. What's the biggest number that sticks out to you, Shawn?
I was waiting for that question because literally fucking all of
Yes.
them. Like, it's hard to pick one. They dominated in literally every single facet of the game. This was a good old-fashioned ass whooping. Whooping.
ASU's largest lead was 27. They won by 24. Oregon only led by 1.
Yeah, like I don't know. There's not like it's a lot of times it's like I don't know what to say because this game just was kind of shitty all around. I don't know what to say because like I'm fucking speechless.
Yeah.
They smacked them.
Yeah.
Like the shooting percentage was ridiculous. They out rebounded them, which is a rarity for this team. The assist numbers were incredible. They had 19 assists, which is another thing you don't see from this team that often. I feel like it was an all around dominant performance, and the stats reflect what happened. What happened on the court.
ASU did get into a little bit of foul trouble in the first half and a little bit in the second half, but they got a taste of their own medicine in a good way in that first half and in the second half, getting into the bonus with 10 minutes to go. That doesn't happen to this team. They were forcing the issue on offense. They were getting to the rim. They were playing tenacious defense, and I think the biggest thing that speaks to me was when Oregon got into that press late in the game with like 15 to go and the game wasn't over by any means when they were up like 14 or whatever, ASU turned the ball over 4 possessions in a row and then didn't for
rattled.
so long.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. That's what you mentioned at one point is like this was like the roles were reversed. Like Oregon looked like they were playing ASU basketball. ASU in almost any other situation would have gotten rattled, and you could see this game slipping away. And but they didn't. They still took good shots. Oregon was taking bad shots at points. They were trying to force things. They were turning the ball over, and when ASU turned the ball over, they still managed to regroup. Like they played the way they should be playing. Like the way
this is what this team is capable of.
Exactly.
100%.
This is what they can do every game.
Ernesto with a typical ASU comment. Could have won by 26 or 27 if they made their free throws, but a win is a win. Yes, Ernesto, these are great problems to have right now.
Really? This must be how U of A fans feel.
Let me take you back to November when this team lost on a 3/4 court buzzer beater to UCR. If I would have told you that they swept the Oregon series, what would you have said at that moment in your mind? What would you tell yourself? This isn't real.
I would have laughed at you. Like I would have been like, classic Shane.
Yeah,
being over optimistic. But even Shane didn't expect. You didn't expect this to happen.
No, not a blowout.
You expected a close win.
I predicted a 7-point win. I think.
Yeah, but holy fuck, 24 points.
Do you think it had anything to do with their jerseys?
It had to. I tweeted this: the cleanest jerseys in the history of organized sports, maybe.
Yeah.
Like I literally can't think of anything that compares.
Let's see them. Yeah, look at those.
Woo!
Oh, they were so clean. I really hope they're somewhere on sale.
Yeah, I agree.
I need these.
If I need someone to send me one.
Do you think that they might try to wear them on Saturday?
They should. It's still Black History Month.
Yeah.
Why the fuck not?
God, they looked so good in that.
They looked amazing.
They looked even better.
Those were the best jerseys I have. I literally can't think of a jersey that I like more, especially a basketball jersey that I like more than those.
I had a buddy that's not even really a big fan of ASU basketball and just basketball in general text me and said this is the best jersey I've seen on a sports team.
It felt like there was magic in the jersey.
It was.
There is no other. Well, I mean, it could be the absence of Anthony Totri, but otherwise, there is no other explanation for their performance.
Let's get to that. Totri feeling a little bit under the weather tonight. I don't think we can.
Not being brave about it.
Yeah, not being brave about it. His tummy hurts. He's not brave about it. Chat, do we let him back in the office after a win like this?
Because it is important to note that he was also absent from the office for the UCLA game. He was at the game, but he was not here for that game. Oh wait, no. I'm getting confused.
Yeah, he was here.
He wasn't here for the Arizona game. I think it was.
Yeah, that wasn't a good one.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad one. So
he was here for the.
We're gonna say that it has nothing to do with Totri, and it's the jerseys.
You know what has something to do with the happy hour we went to before this. Happy hour before every ASU basketball game, even the 1 o'clock game at Stanford on March 5th.
Yeah, I was going to say that was my other option for an aftertaste, is an Octio margarita. No, not a sponsor. But the margarita slapped. Salt on the rim tray.
Well,
was what?
This morning, not great news with Jaden Daniels stuff.
Who's that?
Yeah, who is that? We're not even going to talk about that. We did, however, do a bet show together.
We did.
I think we did okay. I went 3 for 4 with a push. I don't know what you did. I'm not going to make you look it up. But we bet on those bets on the DraftKings Sportsbook app, which you can use. You can watch our show, get the knowledge. Well, sorry. You can watch my show. Sean's sometimes on it. Get the knowledge that I have for you, and Shawn sometimes just tries to fumble his way through on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel and then deposit your money into the DraftKings
Listen to
Sportsbook
me.
app.
Listen to me. I picked the Mavs. They're winning. I also picked St. Mary's -3 at home. They're winning 44-37 right now. Make that 44-40 because someone just hit a 3. So they're still, as of right now, they're still covering with 14 and a half minutes left in the second half. But I'm going 2 for 3 so far.
You also picked a puck spread that they didn't even win the game. But we're not going to talk about that because we're going to talk about winners here, which is what you can be when you download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. And it's an official sports betting partner of the NBA and the NFL. But the NBA, they have great offers going on right now where you can bet just $1 on any NBA team. And if they win, you get $150 in free bets when you sign up using that promo code PHNX. It's safe, it's secure, it's reliable, it's fun. And most of all, you can deposit and withdraw cash whenever you want. So go ahead and download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today. Use that promo code PHNX when you sign up. Bet just $1 on any NBA team to win. And if they do, get $150 in free bets this week at the DraftKings Sportsbook app. That's 21 plus, Arizona only. Gambling problem, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. New customers only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for more details. You know what I just realized?
What?
Whenever I say eligibility restrictions apply, I always go, eligibility restrictions apply. Eligibility restrictions apply. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like a verse. And it sounds like the lyric of the game. Lyric of the game. This one comes from Baby Keem. Fantastic album, The Melodic Blue. This goes for... So we originally thought about this at halftime when Marreon was going crazy, right? Because this kind of embodies him. The lyric is, pop off only on occasions, brother.
Pop off only on occasion, brother.
Yeah. Pop off only on occasion, brother.
Rich nigga mama know I made it, brother.
And but then in the second half, it turned out to be like everybody. Is this your all? What does that say?
Y'all's first step at Rodman here.
Actually, literally, yes. That is what Sean's thinking.
If this keeps going on, if they have another game where they win by fucking 24 points, I'll get my hair fucking leopard print. Okay.
Really?
They got to play Oregon State on Saturday, so I'm gonna.
Oregon State's not bad. Oregon State hung on if they beat Oregon State by 24 or more.
I'll get leopard print in my hair.
Let's do it. But yeah, the lyric of the game, popping off only on occasion, which is what Marreon does. Recently, he's been popping off. They kind of went for everybody on this ASU team. DJ Horn's been absent recently. He popped off. Jalen Graham has been great lately, and he popped off. Jay Heath was pretty good. We saw Jemiah Neal pull up.
Yeah.
That was fun.
And we saw Jalen Graham hit a 3.
We saw Jalen Graham hit a 3. We saw Alonzo Gaffney score 2 points and not foul out.
No one had more than 3 fouls.
We saw Low Bobby Hurley Jr. come in the game when ASU was up.
We saw walk-ons in a winning ASU basketball game. When the fuck has that happened? I don't think that's happened once since I've started working here.
Yeah, I don't.
It literally hasn't happened. I have not seen.
It definitely hasn't started since we started working here. 100%. I can tell you that. Incredible win, and we're the best in the nation to beat a wall.
That's why I'm right there with you, Josh. That's what I said. This basketball team could beat the Alabama football team.
At what? Curling?
At football, at basketball. Who gives a shit? They're world beaters.
I don't know who did this on Twitter. I'm sorry, but somebody tweeted, "Can Marreon play quarterback?" Honestly, probably. That man could do anything right now.
Is he? I mean, it's not like we have one right now. It's an open competition.
Trent Bourget is goated. You know who else is goated? Julius Randle, but also Jalen Graham, who we're giving bottle service to tonight. He finished with 18 points, 9 rebounds. Did he finish with 9 or 8?
He finished with 9.
9 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals and 2 blocks as well.
Filling up the stat sheet.
Unbelievable game. 7 for 11 from the field, including 1 3. Woo!
That 3 was
and a great
sexy.
dunk. Just an overall solid solid game from a lot of people, but especially Mr. Jalen Graham, Mr. Shawn DePaz hair.
Yes.
Now, not Shawn DePaz hair. Do you think that was he wearing a headband tonight? No. Pull up that graphic again. Was he wearing a headband tonight? He was not.
He was not. No headband. Should I start wearing a headband during the shows?
No, if he's not wearing a headband.
Well, like on days that he wears a headband, should I also wear a headband? Okay, we can make that happen.
Always keep one in your pocket.
I have one.
Do you have one?
No, I'm kidding. I can get a headband though.
That's good. I'm glad you have a headband guy.
How many? I got the headband plug. How many situations could Kamani or DJ or Marreon score 16 points and not be player of the game?
This is the only game. This is the only game.
It's incredible. Like it was, and he was clearly deserved it because he also had like the rebound numbers and all of that to back it up. He led. Oh no, he almost led the team in assists. Jay Heath had one more, but like he did it in literally every facet of the game. That actually, yeah, the assists were the only statistic in the game. Assists and steals were the only statistics in the game that he didn't lead the team. And each of those, he was only one behind the leader. Like he played out of his goddamn mind.
Enoch today. Jemiah Neal. They both played solid
minutes. They did what they were supposed to. What they did exactly what they were expected to do.
You know who else started in the role? Luther Muhammad. Only took 1 3. Didn't make it, but good. Only took 2 shots overall. Didn't score, but he was a force on defense, like he always is.
That's what he's supposed to do. He's the epitome.
We are lucky to score 16 total points as a team. Hey, that was ASU in December. This is ASU in February.
Yeah, 29.
29. Yeah, that's a big difference. Anyone else stand out from you tonight?
I mean, literally everybody. Like the DJ was the big one because DJ was the one that I think that we had mentioned earlier that we had the questions about, like when he was going to show up. We mentioned it on the last show. I think that like we needed more than one person in this backcourt to show up, and Marreon. Not that Marreon's been consistent, but he's been the only one to show up as of late, and so to have both of them both get 16 points, it felt really good. Like
it's just strange.
It was very odd, but like because even like the first half, it was kind of the same for DJ. Like he wasn't doing a whole lot, and then he came out guns blazing immediately in the second half, and it was like, oh shit, DJ's back.
So let me ask you this: aside from hitting shots, which is a big part of the game of basketball, what do you think this team did differently tonight that allowed them to get on a roll and keep that high the entire game? Because they played consistently through the entire game.
I mean, I think it was just that they were taking good shots. Like I think that's been a lot of their problem is that, well, they started off strong.
That's what I was saying.
And like this is clearly a team that has struggled in the past when they get behind to keep their composure, and not in a sense where they're like getting technicals or anything. Yeah. But like they start forcing up shots, they turn the ball over. So them starting off bad, but even in situations where they have started off hot and teams have started to creep back up on them, you could see that they get, I don't want to say they get nervous, but it almost seems like that. Yeah. Like they get rattled and they start forcing up shots, turning the ball over. They didn't do that at any point. They just played smart.
It's weird. This team is really like dependent on its starts.
Yeah.
If they get down early, it's hard for them to fight back. But like and even when they get up early, they have to keep hitting their shots to not take bad shots, which is such a strange thing. What I told you at halftime when this team was up was the thing that sucks is Oregon is too well coached, and ASU is well coached as well, but what's the word I'm looking for? They're disciplined. They're way more disciplined than Arizona State is in the shot department. That they're not going to start forcing up threes, and they didn't. Even up until the final buzzer, they weren't forcing threes. And they were getting good looks inside, and that's something that ASU really needs to do if things get tough. If, Marreon and DJ Horn miss their last 2 threes, they have to go try to get a bucket inside. And I think that they didn't really need a bucket tonight at any point. Like, there was no point where they need to score right now, except when I got a little scared when I got to like 12 or whatever. But they were still getting to the rim when they couldn't find an open three. Like, they looked, they'd see nothing there, and then we would see real offense. We would see like a pick and roll from Marreon to Kamani to Jalen Graham. The dunk looked like real offense.
Yeah, no, that was
some fucking how, we
Free
still
real
have
estate.
U of A fans in our chat.
Hey,
rent free.
Rent free indeed. Here, how about this? The state of Arizona owns the state of Oregon.
I'm gonna say this right now, and you can clip this. I'm gonna put myself out right there. This could be easy to be clipped. I don't want this to be clipped, and I hope this doesn't get used. But U of A almost lost the first half.
Yes.
To Oregon State, and Arizona State is going to spank the Beavers the entire game. I regret saying that already.
You know what? I doubled down on it. Arizona
I love you,
State
Angry Graham.
is going to spank the Beavers.
Can I rescind that statement? No,
I'm
it's
not
already out
rescinding
there.
it. I'm
It's already out there.
putting my
But
saying it with my
this
chest.
does feel a little different, and I know it always does. But this does.
No,
feel
this one feels different in a way that the other ones haven't felt.
that they couldn't have felt like this.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because like all the other ones are like,
Just keep moving. Oregon was favored by 5 tonight, by the way. But it does feel different because you got production from multiple people. It didn't seem like this team was being carried by one person.
no, I feel like even the UCLA win, it didn't feel like they were playing complete all around basketball.
It was really good defense, and then they would get a shot when they needed one.
Yeah.
Yep.
This felt like they were playing in they were playing a group of 5 team. Like they were playing someone inferior to them, which is not the case.
I thought you were gonna say this felt like they were playing a group of 5-year-olds.
That too. Like this felt like they were playing. Like they were all around. Everyone on the court that was wearing an ASU, one of ASU's sexy ass jerseys, was better than everyone on Oregon side. Like they just felt like a better team all around.
How much credit do you give to Bobby Hurley in this game?
You know, it's difficult because like I feel like if I give him more credit than normal, it's just like it's saying that he's been doing something wrong in the previous games. But I don't think I don't think he did anything different with this game. I feel like it just finally kind of clicked, and the players did their job.
So, like we were saying, it didn't seem like there was much changed on offense. It just seemed like the shots were going in, and that's something that Bobby's kind of talked about this whole year. Is he sticks to what he knows, regardless of how bad things get. After the Washington State game, which they ended up playing Oregon after. He stuck to what he knew, and they ended up beating Oregon in Eugene.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think this is just this game specifically. I don't know how much credit I give Bobby, but in general, like this recent stretch of games is 100% Bobby. He changed his lineup. He's been sticking to, like you said, what he knows, and this team has been playing better, and it finally came to fruition tonight. This was him doing what Bobby does, like getting his players
not eating.
Yeah, well, yeah. This is
what do you think Bobby Hurley's eating right now?
A mesquite grilled burger from Acatillo, not a sponsor.
Angry Grim, we will give our score predictions for the Oregon State game tomorrow on our ASU live show, 4 p.m. right here on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. So if you want to hang out again with us, I know you bear down, but we have fun on this show, so come hang out with us. We can hang out with our rivals. It's okay.
You know, at the end of the day,
he's usually nice when he's
and
in
he's complimenting the jerseys, which is like that's how you know the jerseys were fire. That even U of A fans can't deny how clean they were.
Mm-hmm. Very fire. Well, speaking of Bobby Hurley, let's get our Bobby Hurley mood board up. Chat, what are we feeling?
What are you feeling, Shane?
So. I was in a dark place when I made this mood board because
there's not enough positive.
There's not enough positive.
That's what I was thinking earlier.
But it has to be a 7. I'm just happy.
I am
I'm
almost
I'm a 9. I'm a 7 and a 9.
Yeah, no,
I smile and then I go, whoo!
I'm like a 6 because I'm almost just like, oh, like what?
Are you saying you're busting?
Yeah, that's what. In hindsight, that is what it sounded like. But also, yes. No,
My God.
But for real, that was just like a. Like what?
Yeah, it was.
But it also
shock.
like a 7.
Shock. That's what you were doing.
You
were
was
shocked.
A shock. I was just
shocked.
Speechless.
You were shocked.
I was shocked.
Okay. Good.
I was shocked. And speechless.
Yeah.
But like, there's no 7. Like it was just like.
Yeah.
You gotta. How you not? That game not make you happy.
I'll update the mood board.
I was gonna. Yeah, we need a 10th
because there are so many Bobby Hurley faces. But to be fair, it actually was hard to find ones where he was actually smiling.
Yeah, a lot of the pictures I've seen of him are him just.
Angry. You know what? I can grab some screenshots from our ASU a PHNX Sun Devil show with him that we did because he was very happy
smiling
the whole time.
I don't think anyone has ever made him happier than we did.
That's a really bold statement. His son would like to have a word with you.
I mean,
oh my God, Squirrel. He brings up a good point. We're on a winning streak!
Oh my God, we are.
Well, the Sun Devils are. We're just watching.
Yeah, I mean,
we're not.
We are winning in life.
We're contributing by going to get burgers.
Shane is on a betting winning streak. I feel like
I'm on a heater.
That's, I'm just winning in life. So
some talk about Bobby Hurley's outfit from Pash and Walton commenting, saying he's giving a Johnny Cash impression. Somebody you knew or know said he looked like an Olive Garden waiter.
Yes, I don't remember where I saw that comment, to be honest.
Yeah,
but yeah, someone I did. Yeah, the Olive Garden waiter. Do
you like the look?
If it wasn't on Bobby, I would say no.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of black dress shirts, to be honest.
Really?
No, I think they look weird.
He did look like he was going to prom.
He didn't look like he was going to prom. He looks like he was going to homecoming. Or like.
Nice. You can move your arm. Okay. Fantastic.
No, but it was a bad look, but he pulled it off.
Yeah.
It was like
I think
Dark
Olive
Knight
Garden
Bobby
waiter
vibe.
is the best. Like that's perfect. That's exactly what he looked like.
Or he looked like he was like managing a Dave and Buster's or something.
Oh, Dave and Buster's, top 5.
Top
5
smoking on top 5
location in the world.
Like
fuck the Grand Canyon. Give me Dave and Buster's.
All I'm saying is I've never been to the Grand Canyon. I've been to the Dave and Buster's many times in many cities. So
love me some Buster's.
Love me some Dave.
You like Dave?
Dave is we had this conversation.
Yeah, we did. We're not getting into this
arcade. Again. I don't remember anymore.
There's nobody named Dave or Buster at PHNX, but we still have a lot of fun. Like
we have a David behind the.
Yeah, but he's not Dave.
Do you identify?
David, do you want to be called Dave?
I'll start going by Dave if you start calling me by my name instead of intern.
Well, I have been calling you by your name because you deserve it. When you do something bad, I call you intern.
That's true. True.
Okay, I'll give you this. No more Dave, or I won't call you Dave. I'll call you Buster. I call everybody Buster anyway. Anyway, there's no Dave or Busters that are employed at our company. We might have an intern named David, but nobody employed that writes. He does write articles. Anyway, head over to gophnx.com. Get your first month for just 50 cents. Get an annual membership for just under $60. Get a free. I don't want to take off my. Fine, hold on. Get a free T-shirt, just like one of these. You can't even see it. Here you go. Just like one of these amazing Sun Devil shirts or any of the other ones. When you get an annual membership, you get a free T-shirt. So go ahead and do that. Go to the PHNXLocker.com. Get some fire stickers. Get some nice T-shirts, whatever they're like. Hats on the way. There's a bunch of stuff always coming out at the PHNXLocker.com. So head over there, become part of the family. Talk with us in the Discord. Our boy Josh was in there talking to us about it. We had some conversations in Discord about JD5 early this morning, which we will not talk about on this show because we already covered it
who shall not be named
on our episode earlier today. So you want to check that out, head over to the PHNX Sports YouTube channel where you're watching right now, or if you're listening on audio, head over there. But yeah, all good stuff coming out of gophnx.com, PHNX Sports on YouTube, PHNX on Sports on Twitter, and yeah, all good stuff, all good content, all good fun.
What did you just say?
I'm delusional right now. I'm just so happy.
I'm like in a fever dream. Like I still don't feel like that was real. I feel like I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna be like, oh, ASU's got tip at 7:30 against Oregon, like, and then they're gonna lose by 40.
That's sad.
Yeah, I know, but that's what happens when that's trauma for you.
Things more likely than this game happening tonight.
The mustache looking good. What?
Let me try that again. Things more likely happening than the game tonight.
Spencer Rattler coming to ASU.
An ASU student making good choices. Thank you for that. Instagram.
Bobby eating before a game. Well, no, that's like a guaranteed. There's a 0% chance of that happening, I suppose.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, the chances of this happening were very slim.
Yeah, well, I did think they were going to win this game, but again, not by this fashion. So looking ahead, Saturday, 6 p.m. Ooh, 6 p.m. on a Saturday. Give me that all day. Ooh, ooh. 7 p.m. games are fun. Herm Edwards being fired. That's a good. What's more likely?
You're right.
But yeah, 6 p.m. earlier game. Thank God. Saturday at home, Oregon State, the Beavs hung in it a little bit with U of A today, but just not a great team overall. 3-21.
21.
Did you
stupid. No,
3-21.
That's bad.
It's very bad.
It's not good.
Yeah, that's pretty in-depth analysis there, Shawn.
You know, they've lost a lot of games and
What would
they've
you
won
set the
very
line at?
few. After this game, like ASU minus 11.
They beat Utah by 12.
Oregon State did.
Yeah, that's their only.
I knew the answer to that.
That's
question,
their
obviously.
only. That's their only in-conference win.
It's hard to know what they're gonna do, like, because I feel like they're not great at setting ASU lines.
This team is what ASU would do to put me in hell, because this team is pretty close. Like, they're not getting blown out by 30. Like, they lost by 16 to UCLA, 10 to USC, 2 to Oregon, 10 to Washington. Like, they don't get killed every game. Then they lost by
Are you seeing
25 to Utah. Like, what the hell is this team?
leopard print eyebrows of ASU? I need like a $50 super chat if that's gonna.
Stop asking for money.
I'm kidding. I'm never, ever. I would shave my eyebrows off before I got them, or
Here
I
you
would
go.
shave like a slit in my eyebrow.
Hey, 40-point win on slit on Saturday. Slit.
If they win by 40, I will put a slit in my eyebrow.
We will both.
We will both put a slit in our eyebrow. ASU is not winning,
And we're
is not-
making toe tree.
Yeah.
All right, but genuinely, how much do you think they're going to win by?
Listen, I very difficult for me to predict an ASU score. I think they'll win by like 9, and I think it'll probably be a little It'll probably be a little bit of a stronger win for ASU than the score says, but they'll get Oregon State will bring it a little closer near the end type thing.
I just saw the most U of A comment, somebody that doesn't really watch ASU basketball. ASU is good at shooting the 3 against the zone.
Angry Grim, I hate to inform you, but ASU is famously bad at shooting 3-pointers.
Against the zone, specifically.
Yes.
They just can't score against zones.
Just played against the zone, and it did not go well.
Yeah. So that could be trouble. But I don't think it's going to be trouble. I think ASU wins by 15 plus. Don't want to look past this game, but just an update on the schedule moving forward. As I said, Oregon State 6 p.m. on Saturday, and then you have UCLA at 7 p.m. on Monday. Then you round out the schedule with at Colorado, at Utah, and then at home against Cal and Stanford, and then the Pac-12 tournament. Obviously, they're not going to win all of these games. Just the ASU way. And they play UCLA. Do you think it's possible to only drop one more against UCLA?
I think it's possible. Yeah, I mean,
I think they're going to struggle against Colorado.
I think they will too. I think it's possible. I wouldn't be surprised if they dropped one and it wasn't the UCLA game. I wouldn't be surprised if they beat UCLA and then dropped one against like Colorado, something like that.
Yeah.
I think they'll probably end up
I think
losing
they might
2.
I think they might get beat by Utah.
Jesus.
That game was so weird, Shawn.
My heart can't take that. But that was before they got good.
Was it?
Yeah, because it was after that game. It was the game against Stanford where they started playing better.
Yeah.
I think this is a different team than the last time they played Utah.
This team it's just strange.
3 games back of 7th/8th place.
Which means that
That's an NBA playoff spot.
they also don't have to play against a top 4 team immediately. I think that's what that means. In the
Second
tournament.
round.
Well, no, because they get I don't know what it means. The Pac-12 tournament thing is confusing.
12 teams and all of them
because 1 through 4 get the bye, and then so they 7 and 8 would mean they would match up against the other 7 and 8. I think, yeah, because the 5 would play.
Because the top.
We're
4
just
get
doing
buys.
math. It's too hard.
We don't know.
but yeah, need to avoid Wednesday in Vegas. Yes, that's what. Yeah, the 12 seed. Yes, the 12 through 9 would play in that. I agree. I just Wednesday in Vegas, more like just to avoid UCLA and Arizona in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, specifically Arizona.
Yeah,
I think this ASU team is capable of beating anyone in the Pac-12.
we need a UCLA to beat Arizona again. I think in the tournament.
That's the best chance, and then I think that's the best chance.
well, we already looked ahead to the last couple games of season, only 6 left. Are you feeling more confident in this team, aside from this game alone? Like, do you think this is sustainable?
Tonight is sustainable?
Just winning basketball games.
Yes, because I think, I mean, look, their defense is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have a good defense, and I don't think that's going anywhere. It kind of disappeared once, but like otherwise, and it's been pretty consistent. They played good defense. I just think it's clear that, especially the guards, but kind of I mean everybody really is getting more and more confident, and I feel like that was the key. Like, they're getting more comfortable with each other, and they're getting more confident. That's another thing I think that we haven't talked about, because we talked about it a lot at the beginning of the season, how there might have been problems with them gelling together. They do look a lot more comfortable together.
Yeah.
Like you're starting to see plays like the pick and roll and the alley-oop and so on.
And the plays at the end of the game that really jump-started and finished off this team are plays that in one play you can get closer together.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, like those lobs, and even like watching Jay Heath go up and throw it down, like that is something that can bring this team
it's those
together.
moments where they steal the ball and the entire Oregon team is behind them.
Yeah,
and all like 4 or 5 of the ASU players are right there at the basket as someone's dunking. Like, yeah, those are the kind of things that like you get a dope picture out of it, and you're vibing together for sure. ASU has the best chance of beating U of A in Vegas.
I think UCLA does. I just think that the U of A is too big. Cody Riley isn't the biggest guy down low, but I think he just matches up the best against Coloco and Ballo. He's got footwork. ASU doesn't really have. They have strength, and Jalen Graham hook shots don't work against Coloco and Ballo.
Yeah, I don't unless I've said before, unless Enoch's playing out of his mind. U of A is just a recipe for ASU getting in foul trouble when that happens.
Joe says 8 through 12 play on Wednesday. That's right.
Need that 7C, baby.
Okay. Tomorrow, we'll be live 4 p.m. right here in the studio. Totri will not be here. We're not allowing him back in the studio ever again. Shawn, last thing we'll leave the people with. One player that if only one player can continue their play from tonight for the rest of the year, who is it?
I don't, well, because I want to say Jalen, but like that's kind of like I feel like a waste, because he's kind of been playing like this is his best game. But, like,
it's been a constant.
Marreon probably
Marreon.
like he's got like DJ. It would be my other option, but like I feel like Marreon playing the way Bobby Hurley Jr. Yeah, honestly, Bobby Hurley Jr. getting minutes like this, because if he is, that means something. Well, I guess it could mean we're getting blown out. But no, I think it's probably Marreon, especially how he played in the first half. It was electric, and it clearly set the tone for the rest of the game. He was playing out of his goddamn mind.
Yeah, and
if that happens, they're hard to beat.
Yep, I would say Marreon as well. Well, guys, great night, fantastic night again.
So lovely.
ASU getting a huge win at home against Oregon, 81-57. Moving to 9-15 on the year and facing Oregon State on Saturday. We'll be back here tomorrow, as I said, at 4 p.m. right here on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. You can follow me on Twitter at Shane Deef. You can follow Shawn on Twitter at Shawn_DePaz.
Sexy as always.
You can follow the show on Twitter at PHNX_SunDevils. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Sleep well, sleep tight. Peace.